Natsume Akatsuki, the genius behind the creation of arguably one of the most popular isekais of all time, Konosuba, a show whose success comes from its genuine comedy being one of the few animes I actually consider funny, along with its roster of hilarious characters well known throughout the anime community. I know this isn't news to anyone, but comedy is something in my opinion that might be the hardest aspect in anime to really get through to viewers, and I give props to Natsume because Konosuba is a show that I can say without a doubt is actually pretty funny. By challenging isekai norms, doing the unexpected, Konosuba captivated the attention of many anime fans for good reason. What's up people, it's Routemeadow, and I have good news for anyone who enjoyed Konosuba because the authors created a similar show airing this season called Combatants Will Be Dispatched. While this show offers a different story, you will quickly notice that it gives off the same vibe as Konosuba. How quickly, you may ask? Like, first episode quickly. Hey, wait a minute. Combatants Will Be Dispatched is a comedy show that has had me smiling throughout each episode this season. The show is simple. An evil company conquers the world and then it sends off its best agents to continue and conquer other planets. Our main character, Agent 6, is an egocentric man with a love for boobs, and if I had to describe him as quick as possible, imagine Kazuma, but scummier. He's assigned the important mission of infiltrating and capturing a special planet for this company that could change the fate of the world. To help ensure the mission's success, the company provides him a super smart android sidekick lowly robot named Alice. Now Alice is a very serious and logical person, which isn't really surprising considering she's a robot. She wields a shotgun, and while she may not look like much, she's dependable throughout the show and very calculated. Get it? Because she's an android. That's funny.
No.
They arrive at the planet and encounter Commander Knight Snow of the nearby kingdom, and they're taken in as guests through Alice's quick thinking. Literally on their first day of being in the kingdom, Agent 6 does something stupid and is given the punishment of having to work as an honorary knight in the kingdom's fight against the Demon Lord. You guys know it couldn't have been an isekai without a Demon Lord. There's gotta be a Demon Lord somewhere. He recruits some weirdos to join his army, and they will end up serving as the main roster to the show as Agent 6's friends. Now Konosuba is a show that is mostly popular due to its lovable characters, alright? Nobody's watching that shit for the story, and the same goes for Combatants. Agent 6 and his crew essentially make the show what it is. He recruits Grim, a horny magician looking for a husband who's also a powerful sorcerer who uses curses that work 80% of the time according to her. To no one's surprise, most of the time they don't end up working in her favor, or she just ends up fainting before any fighting actually goes on. Rose, a chimera who loyally follows the teachings of her dead creator, which end up usually being pretty stupid. And being a chimera, she gains the abilities of whatever creature she eats and is someone who can be swayed pretty easily with food. And then we have the co-commander Snow, who despite her looks is probably the most normal one there. She strives to gain honor and protect the kingdom while making sure her pockets stay loaded. Agent 6 helps fight against the Demon Lord with his crew while completing his undercover spy mission for the Kisaragi Corporation back on Earth. Now this is a show I'd give the prime example of the more you watch, the better it gets. I found myself not really enjoying it very much in the first 2 episodes, as it just seemed to be another seasonal poo-poo isekai of no value, and it honestly just seemed like a low-budget Konosuba if I'm being honest. But then episode 3 rolls in and the story begins to develop here and there, substance is added to the characters, and I'm like, not bad. You then begin to find your reason for liking each character, and the story just starts to become a lot more entertaining. While made by the same author, I've noticed similarities in the overall story coming from Konosuba for people who've seen it. For example, Agent 6 pretty much being a scummier Kazuma. Grim, a strong character but useless in battle, who will probably remind you of our good old friend Darkness, a strong knight who is useless in battle. A main character surrounded by a harem of comedic female characters, and then there's just some flat out references to Konosuba. Despite that, I will say that this show still gets you to love each character in its own special way. You will find your reason to like each character in this show just like you did while watching Konosuba. The main reason I really enjoyed Kazuma and his crew was due to the special relationships between the characters in that show. The comical relationship between Kazuma and Aqua, or the weird one between him and Darkness. I've been getting that exact same feeling from this show, and is the main reason I've kept up with the anime so far. I'm enjoying Agent 6 crew just as much as I've been enjoying Kazuma's. Voice acting is another reason I feel like everyone loved Konosuba, and the voice actors for Combatants have done a wonderful job so far, and are another big reason I've stuck around with this anime. Every voice sounds fitting, and they know how to exaggerate and dramatize scenes, making them even funnier, which is a must for shows written by Natsume Akatsuki, who's known to be very over the top in his writing. The show's comedy stems mostly from booby jokes, which are pretty dull, but I'd say the interactions between the group of characters are more funny than the actual jokes that they try and set up. I will say though that another funny element to watch through each episode is Agent 6's use of tactical warfare. The kingdom is pretty traditional and they believe in like honor and glory in battle, you know, like, let's duel for the honor of the kingdom. Yes, shall we engage in battle? Shit like that, you know, tricks and deceit in battle are kinda looked down upon in this era. But luckily for us, Agent 6 is Mr. Scum and will perform any deceitful deed to win his battles, which is shameful to the kingdom, but they can't really complain because while it may not be the most honorable way, it's winning battles. Now, while Combatants Will Be Dispatched is a pretty good show, Konosuba still tops it in my opinion. I will say though that this show is not getting enough credit it deserves this season. I don't know why it was ranked like, last time I checked it was like 7.1. This should at least be like a 7.6 on my anime list. To conclude, if you like Konosuba, you will more than likely like Combatants Will Be Dispatched. It's been Routemeadow. Bye!